day when I come into the lab, I'm surrounded by students, faculty and researchers, all working towards new discoveries. Our role is to help take those what-if ideas and turn them into something real, like this electric bandage. It doesn't just cover a wound, but more importantly, it helps heal chronic wounds faster. Being able to be a part of that has been incredibly special to me.
I'm Ben Patton. I'm a graduating electrical engineer in ECE, and I'm going to be your student speaker for graduation. I have quite a few memories from my time at NC State. Freshman year, I got into volleyball, which was really fun, and I met a friend group that would end up lasting me my full 4 years here at State. My sophomore year, I ran into a lot of trouble. I had an autoimmune disease that caused me to end up in the hospital a lot, and I ended up having to have multiple surgeries that took me out of school to the point where I ended up failing all of my classes that semester. I was too stubborn to fail until I did, and then I was too stubborn to take any time off, so I started up the next semester and did my very best just to fail that next semester too. After that point, I finally got to where I was starting to recover, and I founded the Solar District Cup Club at NC State, which was the first club at NC State that encourages students to learn about not only solar, but generally about renewables in a context outside of their classes. This past summer, I actually took my club to Las Vegas to the biggest renewables conference in North America, which was a hugely rewarding experience where I got to see the people that I taught and that I learned along with nerd out over everything that we were seeing around us, and that was just hugely rewarding. The opportunities that ECE provides are enormous. They provided so much support for me when I was getting back on my feet. Every professor and even my advisors reached out and asked what I needed and how I could be supported. I'm grateful for all of the patience and support. Thank you to everyone that supported me along my journey. It's been a long and hard road, and I can't wait to graduate with all of you. Go Pack!
From the moment you wake up, engineering is at work. At NC State, engineers turn bold ideas into breakthroughs. From smarter power grids and faster chips to life-changing technologies. As North Carolina's flagship engineering program, we lead through research, prepare the next generation, and partner with industry to deliver solutions that fuel the economy and power your day. Engineering the future. It all starts at NC State.
Please be seated. Good morning. Graduates, families, friends, faculty, and staff, my name is Veena Misra, and as Department Head of Electrical and Computer Engineering, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Fall 2025 ECE graduation ceremony. Graduates, today you are receiving one of the most impactful degrees of our society. Whether you're getting a bachelor's in EE or computer engineering, or master's in EE or computer engineering, or computer networking, or electric power systems engineering, or a PhD in electrical and computer engineering. The degree you are getting today will help you solve our energy challenges, build a resilient communication infrastructure, electrify our economy, advance medicine through smart biosystems, and much more. And a degree from this department at NC State is a solid foundation for you to propel your careers. Our ECE department is a top 25 ranked department with over 2,000 students, dedicated faculty, the largest research activity in the university, over $60 million last year, excellent infrastructure of labs, and a robust industry partnership program. We in ECE are constantly innovating and providing our students with the latest education, hands-on training, research experiences, and internships. And next year, we're launching new degrees, such as Masters in Wide Bandgap Semiconductors and a Master's in Cybersecurity. These new degrees will provide unique experiences for our students and prepare them for future careers. And the demand for our degree and our department has never been higher. From electrons to bits, from photons to signals, and from circuits to intelligent systems, we are engineers that shape the world. It is now my great pleasure to introduce to you our Fall 2025 commencement speaker. Dr. Damir Novosel is president and founder of Quanta Technology and was president of Quanta Energized Services. Previously, he was president of Keynote, TND US, and vice president of ABB Automation Products. Dr. Novosel is an adjunct professor at NC State. Dr. Novosel developed and implemented several pioneering concepts and methods that help improve reliability, security, and resilience of electric power systems. He holds 18 US and international patents. He has published over 200 articles and reports, contributed to 8 books, and is a regular invited speaker at many large industry events. Damir, a member of the US National Academy of Engineers and an IEEE Fellow and Life Fellow, served on the IEEE Standards Board and on several IEEE Standards Committees, as well as IEEE Smart Cities Chair. He was also IEEE Power Energy Society President, VP of Technology, chaired Executive Advisory Council and Industry Technical Support Leadership Committee, and received the IEEE PES Meritorious Service and Leadership in Power Awards. Damir holds PhD, master's, and bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from Mississippi State University, where he was a Fulbright scholar, the University of Zagreb, Croatia, and the University of Tuzla, Bosnia and Herzegovina, respectively. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Damir Novosel.
Thank you, Professor Misra. First of all, I want to congratulate all of you graduates on your amazing accomplishments. It's not easy to be an engineer or to become an engineer. I'm very honored to share this important and exciting moment with next generation of graduates who will are positioned to change the world for better. I want to emphasize these are not just words. I think, as Professor Misra emphasized, there are so many important things happening in the society, in our industry. We strive to address sustainability, affordability efforts, data centers, AI infrastructure, and overall betterment of our lives. And you will be trusted to build that future. NC State is one of the leading universities in electrical and computer engineering. And I'm not talking about US News and World Report, okay? I'm talking about my personal experience as a leader of a few companies. I was in position to participate in hiring lots of people from NC State and from other universities. And I can tell you the best and brightest come from NC State. So you are really part of the distinguished class. These are exciting times, but also could be anxious times. What type of job do I want? What are the options? Will I make the right choice, and so on? You will not have all the answers, and that's okay. The great news is that opportunities for you, and I emphasize the word for you, are abundant and exciting, because with your skills, opportunities will always be there. I encourage you to start building your career from day one. There will be uncertainties, bumps on the road, stressful situations, but do not falter and get disappointed. That's so important to follow that path. If you are passionate, committed, and willing to take risks, you will reach your goals. Your goals may shift and evolve as time passes. But my strong advice is to start looking at the long-term career. And you cannot do it yourself. You need help from your family, mentors, and peers. You will reach the goals that matter most to you. It's tempting sometimes to focus on short-term gains. But I can tell you, to become successful, make a difference, and make money, you will need planned career growth. So I'll give you some of the options for the career paths from my perspective. So you can go to academia, you can do research, you can work in the industry. And industry kind of has two paths. You can work for a company, or you can start your own business. And we see lots of young people these days are moving in that direction. When you are working for the industry, also you have different choices. You can be a subject matter expert in a certain area. You can go to management. You can do business development. You can be a business lead. It's probably too early for you to decide which route to pursue. If you are aware of these options, you may adjust as the time comes and change your path. You may also want to pursue advanced degrees. I know there are some people that already with PhD degrees, but for the others, you may choose this because it gives you more time to decide as well, and of course bring you additional knowledge. Every path you choose, please choose it for the right reason. For instance, you don't aspire to management to be more important. You aspire to be management because you can enable your teams to be more successful. And that's the way for you to become more successful. When I started my career, I first worked in academia, then moved to the industry, then started 2 companies. And I still teach as adjunct at NC State, and I'm very proud of that. Thank you for having that opportunity. I've been doing it since 1994, and I can tell you, you know what's my badge number? And listen carefully, 0000, there are 5 zeros, 9965. So I can tell you it's been quite a few years. At a certain point in each of your careers, you will come to a crossroad. While you don't have to have all the answers, it's good to be prepared and think ahead. It's also important to get technical depth in an area and then expand your horizons. Nowadays, one must learn so many things. It's really difficult how many classes you need to take. It's not easy to specialize. And one can benefit from technology like AI, and we'll talk about AI later. But who will create information for AI? And who will invent completely new technology? Okay, we have AI now. Are we going to have no more technologies in the future? We will, and you will be the ones doing it. Important principles that are key to success, and I cannot overemphasize them, is passion. Please be passionate on what you do. Hard work, nothing beats the hard work, sorry, and the willingness to learn. Pick any successful person, and you will see those traits in them. In this time of uncertainty, it's valuable to have a mentor. My mentors taught me that working together with your colleagues makes you more successful. And something that I really learned is that if you give credit to others, nothing is taken away from you, but increases your reputation. So I coined the term, teamwork is wanting and helping your colleagues to succeed. It really worked well for me. In this era that requires us to combine diverse competencies, To succeed, this is true more than ever. The line between computer and electrical engineering is blurring. And this is good for your choices. You heard that Amazon is laying off lots of people, about 30,000, but the electrical power industry is hiring. So, again, the future is bright. In my career, I learned that building relationships and network are very important. You learn from people. You build trust. You help solve business problems, technical problems, address personal issues. Don't ever underestimate personal issues. And make your life much less stressful. When I meet with my business partners, it's fun. There's no stress. There's no pressure to promote something, but to share experiences and see how we can help each other. Work with people that you can trust and be loyal to makes it much easier and more fun to work. Of course, it goes both ways. I also mentioned that if you work for a company, it also applies. If your company is loyal to you, try to be loyal to your company. And again, that's coming back to the long-term career growth, because it will help you grow and build a successful career. You have begun your network here at NC State with your professors and fellow students. In your professional life, you will need to do the same thing with your company and industry colleagues. This idea should not be unfamiliar to you, because strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is pack. I would like to add that although there is lots of focus on working from home, thanks to COVID, building a relationship is easier in person. I had to say that at the end. When I started my company with two of my colleagues, it was always about people. If we work with the best people, our company will be best. Best comes in all shapes and forms. So I encourage you to listen and be open-minded to other opinions and ideas. It will help you grow. The reason I'm speaking here is really because of my mentors, my colleagues, and friends. This is the only reason. Without them, I would not have accomplished anything important. Furthermore, one can be proud, confident, but also humble at the same time. So if you don't know something, don't try to pretend. People do appreciate honesty. Every day I learn from my colleagues. It doesn't matter their age. When I got my first job in Raleigh, we managed to innovate much more by sharing ideas, resulting in those patents. This entrepreneurship approach helped me build organizations that amplify that spirit. There is also lots of discussion in our society on work-life balance. When I was at the stage of my life where you are now, I was wondering how to balance priority and what I value, what's important to me. I realized that engineering work, as Professor Misra emphasized, results in contributions to society, and that making a difference is fun. Don't get me wrong, I love chilling on the beach. I like playing basketball at NC State, but I want to tell you my secret. When I go try to play the pickup game, nobody picks me up these days. And I'm wondering why, but they don't know how competitive I am, and I can still do lots of things. Having a balance among different aspects of life is necessary, but work is not opposite to life, rather a part of life. Work and life are together. We are artists in our field, and sometimes ideas come over the weekend. It's about balance and flexibility to do things we like and make a difference. Having stressful deadlines, dealing with certain people is no fun, but once you look at what you have accomplished with your peers, you will realize that the building work relationship is something to be proud of. I want to emphasize that valuing and supporting the family is the most important goal at the end of the day. Engaging industry activities with professional organizations such as IEEE and CGRE, and you noticed I've been engaged quite a bit in those, is a great way to learn not only about technical issues, but how to work with colleagues. And it can be valuable in developing management and other skills and building your network. There is a saying, if one can manage volunteers, one can manage any group of people. My colleagues and I have published papers, participated in conferences that have helped me better communicate. What we accomplished in turn has opened doors to new collaboration and new business opportunities. Lastly, I want to leave you with a thought about AI. So what do you think? Have I used AI to write this speech? I can tell you I didn't, okay? So far. Maybe the rest of the speech I used AI. That's another story. So my doctoral dissertation, and actually I'm now very proud of that. I was not as proud maybe 10 years ago, because it was about machine learning and artificial neural networks. They were not that popular 10 years ago. And it was done in 1991, so that's 35 years ago. And it was on using, again, backpropagation, artificial neural network, to prevent major power system blackouts. So now, when the grid is under stress, as we have seen recently around the globe, operators don't have time to run simulations and check scenarios. So this type of approach is going to happen. We are still on that journey, but we are getting closer every day. AI will help us. We are already seeing real meaningful benefits. So, some people worry that AI will take jobs. We hear that all the time. And we say some people are being laid off because AI is taking their jobs. Okay? Should you worry as you prepare to begin your careers? Let's look at history. Firstly, at the end of the 19th century, during the Industrial Revolution, workers destroyed machines out of fear that technology will replace their jobs. So what happened? Technology created entirely new industries, countless new jobs, and vastly improved quality of life. Just remember that. Computers and mobile phones have made I remember the times before, believe it or not, computers and mobile phones, okay? Have made our communications better and accomplishing tasks easier. However, as we become more efficient, it created more work for us. We are accessible 24/7 sometimes, and we shouldn't be, by the way, but that's okay. For better or for worse. But again, it did create entirely new industries and countless new jobs. So, as engineers graduating today, don't fear the technologies and tools of the present and the future. Embrace them, guide them, shape them. Your generation will be the one to design the system that moves society forward. AI will not replace your contributions. It will amplify your potential. So once again, congratulations to all of you graduates on this tremendous achievement. You have put an incredible amount of work to achieve your degree, and it's something to be proud of for the rest of your lives. We are looking forward to seeing the impact you will have on this world. I would be amiss if I would not thank all and congratulate your families for supporting you. So again, this is for the families. Thank you for supporting society with next generation of engineers ready to improve the world. So I wish you luck in future endeavors, and would like to leave you with my personal mantra that worked for me very well. Make a difference, make money, and have fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Damir, for sharing your time and wisdom with us today. Hello, my name is James Tuck, and I'm the Senior Associate Department Head for Undergraduate Affairs, and it's my honor to introduce our student speaker for this evening, Ben Patton. Ben is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering with a concentration in renewable energy systems, along with a minor in renewable energy assessment. During his time at NC State, he served as the team leader for the Solar District Cup for 2 consecutive years and helped establish the university's first Solar District Cup club, serving as its inaugural president. His academic interests center on solar energy, power systems, and sustainable infrastructure. A defining theme of Patton's journey, academically, professionally, and personally, has been the importance of context, whether designing renewable energy systems, leading multidisciplinary teams for navigating the challenges of chronic illness and major surgery. He learned that understanding the full picture often matters as much as the details themselves. Context shapes perspective, guides problem solving, and helps determine what truly matters. Patton hopes to carry that mindset into a career in renewable energy and is deeply grateful for the family, friends, mentors, and teammates who helped him reach this milestone. Please welcome Ben Patton.
Thank you, Dr. Tuck. Welcome, graduates, friends, family, faculty, and staff on this momentous day. I've talked to a lot of undergraduates in recent months who have asked for advice heading into this major. And after more than 4 years in ECE, I always pause before answering. Not because I don't know what to say, but because there's so much I could say. About the long nights in the lab, about simulations that should have worked days before they did, or about how we all somehow learned MATLAB through sheer survival instinct. But what I tell them first always stays the same. You need two qualities in order to survive this department: resilience and connection. Resilience, because things will get hard, and connection, because you need people who will help you and stand by your side when they do. Everyone graduating here today knows that this major isn't something you tackle alone. You need a pack, one you build and rebuild at the beginning of every semester. You find them in your first circuits lab, in a late night group chat before an exam, or when someone offers you their notes after you missed a lecture. These people become more than classmates. They're the ones who remind you that you can keep going, especially on days when you're not sure engineering is right for you at all. And sometimes life tests you far beyond your academics. 3 years ago, almost to the day, I was lying in a hospital bed being told that everything was about to change. An autoimmune disease had become uncontrollable, and the only way forward was surgery. A lot of it. A long road, a hard recovery, the kind of challenge you don't expect to face at 19 years old. That experience, those years, forced me to rely on others in a way I couldn't imagine before that point. For a long time, I made sure I was always on top of everything, or at least made it look like I was. When everything started to slip, I chose to lie instead of asking for help, convinced that even asking would make me fall further than I already had. I thought that strength, even in name, was better than the alternative. But the truth is exactly the opposite. No one gets through this major or life by doing everything alone. Strength isn't refusing help. Strength is knowing when to lean on the people that care about you and giving back when you can. Looking back now, I don't know if I am who I am today because of everything that's happened to me or in spite of it. 3 years later, I've got so much to celebrate. I've accepted a job I could only dream of having a year ago, founded a thriving club that will live on well after I'm gone, and met so many amazing people along the way. Regardless of how each of us got here, we share this truth. Every challenge, every late night, every person who's made an impact has shaped us into who we are today. And part of that truth is that we have been tested by simple addition that didn't add up, by professors who pushed us harder than we ever thought we could go, and by life itself. And despite all of that, we made it through. You made it through. As we leave this place, let's carry forward more than just our knowledge. Let's carry forward the memories and the relationships, our pack, the ones that made these years memorable, meaningful, and at many times a blast. Because whether we go on to design power systems, processors, microgrids, or the future itself, we've already proven one thing. We think and do better together. Congratulations, class of 2025. We made it.
Okay. Sorry, give me a second. We're now at the part where we recognize all of our graduates by calling out their name and asking them to accept our congratulations. We will start with the PhD degree. A doctoral degree is the most advanced academic degree conferred by American institutions of higher education. It requires the publication of a dissertation, so we have included the dissertation titles in the program. We have a special hooding ceremony for those completing their PhD where they'll be accompanied by their advisor or another member of their committee. And I'll ask the graduates to proceed across the stage to be hooded and then to pause to have their picture taken with their advisor. Rahaf Abdullah, Chair Amro Awad and Hyung Jo. Osama Ajuma, Chair Subhashish Bhattacharya. Salah Al-Mahmood, Chair Brian Floyd. Sulaiman Mudiran Al-Shamari, Chair Subhashish Bhattacharya. Shima Arab, co-chairs Mehmet Ozturk and Veena Misra. Jeffrey Alexander Barahona, Chair Edgar Lobaton. Brendan Driscoll, Chair Helen Huang. Andrew Edwin Galam. Surgeon Lukic is the chair. Max Gordon, Chair, Kranos Williams. Jia Hu, Chair, Do-Young Un. Nathan Kohli, Chair, Subhashish Bhattacharya. Reese Neff, Chair, Michaela Becky. Amit Kumar Potter, Chair, Aranya Chakraborty. Shakti Kumaran Sambasivam, Chair, Gregory Bird. Mayank Singh, Chair, Nitin Sharma. Xian Su, Chair, David Ricketts. Let's have a round of applause for all of our PhD graduates. Next, we recognize our Master of Science graduates, starting with those graduating in computer engineering. Michael Anderson. Daniel Yank. Evan Duran. Evan Shea. Sean Hankins.
Congrats, Sean.
Nicholas Parson. Jason No. Ethan Cornett. Tyler Williams.
Let's go, Tyler. Come on, baby.
Jalen Hobbs. Makai Parker. Fani Shrishta Kukerla. Snaeth Raya. Steve Chu. Abhishri Shah. Swarit Bidwalkar. Yoche Lee. Okay, next are students who are graduating with a degree in computer networking. Loeven Boast. And if I have this right, next are the students graduating with a degree in electrical power systems engineering, master's. John Riley Stone. Nayat Lee. Jacob Wendt. Hamza Badi. And next we have the students graduating with a degree, a master's degree in electrical engineering. Alexander Gershman. John Kessler. Michael Frederick Stutzler. Raga Dasana. William Gord. Matthew Hunter. Julian McCormick. D.A. Butch.
The last two students aren't electrical, but you don't have to announce it.
Tianyi Zheng. Yucheng Ju. Matthew Fisher. Nate Burns. Angelina Antonicchio. Paulina Boardman. Andrew Joseph Odelsberg. Alexander Brendan Haynes. Efren Martinez Gomez. Jacob Kokenda. Abhishek Ajit Deshpande. Shweta Meena. Maria Stubendig. Anaj Reddy Koda. Elvin Marcado Cardona. Jacob Arden Buster.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of our master's graduates. We now recognize our Bachelor of Science graduates, starting with our electrical engineering students. Ben Patton. Brandon Owen Barnett. Dipankar Shrestha. Oscar Malian Kuraminas. Zachary Michael Herman. David John Fort. German Alvarez Cruz. Victor Myrna. Jacob Grayson Gibbs. Cole David Jackson. Quinn Feldman. Mason Brock Ehrman. Anthony Sanchez. Cami Huang Nguyen. Hannah Smahi.
Get it, Hannah.
Paul Edward Gorman. Next are the students graduating with a degree in computer engineering. Jackson Reed Godby. Ahmed Berkia. Preston Tyler Clark.
Let's go, yes. Yes, sir. Made it, baby. Yes, sir.
Jackson Wardell Liverman. Alexander Mabry. Krish Rajput. Tyler Black. Kyle Matthew Strickland. Zain Youssef Utterbeck. Ashita Pai Rakar. Next are students who are graduating with a degree in both electrical and computer engineering. Burakan Kukchu. Adam Christopher Pecoraro. Justin Catcher. Luis Daniel Mancilla Vasquez. Evan Vin Thompson.
Congratulations. Drop that to top. Yep.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. It is now my pleasure to recognize those who are graduating with honors. I'm going to read these names fairly quickly, so please hold your applause until each group is complete. The first group is cum laude, those graduating with a GPA of 3.25 to 3.49. As I call your name, please stand up to be recognized. Saladin Amjad Al-Batani, Paul Edward Gorman, John Emerson Oliver. Congratulations. Those graduating magna cum laude, those are GPAs between 3.5 and 3.74. As I call your name, please stand up to be recognized. Oscar Coraminas, Jacob Grayson Gibbs, Adam Pecoraro, Ben Zanin. Congratulations. Those graduating with summa cum laude, which is the highest honors, have a GPA of 3.75 and above. And as I call your name, please stand up to be recognized. Brandon Barnett, Tyler Black, Joseph Caruso, Preston Tyler Clark, Quinn Feldman, Matilda Floden, David Fort, Cole Jackson, Justin Catcher, Ethan Lake, Margaret Catherine Martin, Victor Myrna, Catherine Lennon, Matthew Pilacy, Joel Rutledge, Evan Thompson, and Frank Wagoner. Congratulations. And our last group to be recognized is our group of outstanding seniors. These students are graduating with a 4.0 perfect GPA. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Tyler Black, Joel Rutledge, Evan Thompson, Joseph Caruso, Quinn Feldman, Ethan Lake, Catherine Lennon, Brandon Barnett, and Justin Catcher. Congratulations to you all.
We're almost at the end. All right, so graduates, this milestone today represents all the hard work that you have done to get here. But in addition to your hard work, I suspect that the support of your family and friends, like our speaker mentioned earlier, has also been crucial to your success. If you are a family member or a friend of one of the graduates, please stand. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for all your support. This graduation ceremony was organized and run by Rachel Gruber with production direction by Charles Hall and the engineering communications team, including Colleen Brown, Adam Jennings, Carl Wetzel, Ava Francisciello, the ECE department staff and faculty, and the ECE student ambassadors. Thank you to all of them. The ceremony has been live streamed to family and friends who could not be here in person today, and I know that there are people watching from all over the world. A recording will be available on the NC State ECE YouTube site. More information is found in the back of your program. And in closing, we're not just celebrating the completion of your degree, but your transformation into engineers, researchers, and problem solvers ready to take on society's most urgent challenges. You have pushed through late night, debugging, designing, analyzing, tackling questions, and in doing so, you have developed resiliency, so well illustrated by our student speaker, creativity, and the spirit of innovation that defines great engineering. Now it is your turn to shape the future, and there are so many problems that we have to solve. One of them is, how are you going to power all those AI data centers? How will we rebuild semiconductor manufacturing back in our nation? And how will you design better robots that make our lives better? And many, many more. So stay curious, collaborate, and stay persistent. So congratulations to all our graduates. We cannot wait to see what you will develop and build next. And so let's hear it for the fall class of 2025. And so with that, I'm happy to conclude our ceremony. As we recess, I ask the students to remain seated while the faculty leave the stage. The faculty seated in the first 2 rows will follow. Student marshals will guide our graduates up the aisle. I wish all of you a wonderful day with family and friends, and thank you for being part of this ceremony.